My dad has some absolutely crazy batshit stories from working in finance in the 1990s, like Wolf of Wall Street type stuff. One time he came home with a back injury because he took a business trip to Asia and they all took him out to a brothel that was disguised as a massage parlor, and he did not want to partake in the services of the masseuses there, so they actually did try to give him a real massage and they walked on his back and he came home injured. And yes, 100% I believe that story. He'd never cheat on my mom. He is like neuro spicy levels of honesty, and it really cost him a lot working in 1990s finance. But he told me this weird story years ago, and it is stuck in my brain forever, and it's actually colored how I look at life. And I want to tell it to you. So there's this thing that they used to do, and it's now considered kind of a discriminatory practice, but they used to put people into high pressure interviews. They'd stick one person in the room, and then they'd have multiple people rapid fire ask very strange questions during the interview. And my dad is a very tall, large, physically imposing person, so sometimes they just grab him to have him in the room to look threatening. So my dad has been stuck in these interviews all day. He's heard a ton of questions being thrown out, a lot of really silly answers. But the CEO keeps asking this one really silly question. You're feeling sick, you go to the doctor, he runs tests. He tells you he has bad news. You have an incurable disease. You will only have 6 weeks to live unless you can find a kangaroo and keep it with you 24/7. What do? My dad was telling this story laughing, and I was like, well, what did the interviewee say? I said, well, they usually said something like, I'd go buy a kangaroo. But that's not the right answer. That is the answer of somebody who has been indoctrinated. When we hear the word doctor, we trust the opinion of that doctor, even in this little story, this hypothetical, where the doctor tells us to buy a kangaroo. But the correct answer is you go get a second opinion, because that is an absolutely crazy thing for a doctor to say. So your first reaction should be to doubt the doctor. We are so conditioned to trust doctors that all of these college graduates with great educations looking to have advanced careers, interviewing with a CEO of a major corporation, still thought, I'd go buy a kangaroo. And for all of the people that he interviewed that day, the CEO never found somebody who was like, I'd get a second opinion. So the next time you have an instinct to just follow blindly what a voice of authority is telling you to do, I want you to pause and say, am I doing my own research here? Or am I just buying a kangaroo?